Hi, my name is Shannon with the C, and welcome to my channel. This is the first time that I am ever going to do anything like what I'm about to do, which is completely overhaul my closet. Over the past year, I have accumulated a lot of clothing that either I bought impulsively, I never wore, or just does not fit who I am today and where I'm trying to go moving forward. Um, I am a real estate agent in Ohio. I'm also a notary public and a personal stylist and shopper. So yes, I kind of do a little bit of everything, but it's better to have multiple streams of income as opposed to just one. So journey with me while I go through all of my clothing and pick out the pieces that perfectly represent me, that I can fit. Seeing how I just had a baby about a month ago, you could probably hear him starting to wake up in the background a little bit. And clothing that I know that is going to fit me in the future as well. So here I go as I go through my clothes. So first things first, I decided that I wanted to do a capsule wardrobe. And I have a chosen color palette that I'm going to be sticking with so that when I shop in the future, if it doesn't fall into my chosen color palette, I know just simply not to purchase it. So I'm sticking with neutrals. You've got your blacks, your whites, your grays, and your shades of brown, which to me are beige, tan, chocolate brown, coffee brown. And then a pop of my two favorite colors, which are blue and green. Navy blues, royal blues, and pretty much a hunter green are the pops of my color that I'm going to add to my wardrobe. So I'm pretty much going to be sticking to this as I go through my clothes. Once I go through them and I have only my chosen color palette left, then I'm going to determine what I can still fit, what I've worn, what I would like to wear in the future, as far as what I'm going to keep out of my chosen color palette. And then after I go through that, I'm going to make a list of pieces that I still need to complete my wardrobe. And I'm going to practice purchasing those pieces mindfully and not impulsively over the next year, so that I can round out my closet and have it very versatile with a limited color palette and with not as many pieces as I have now, because I just have too much stuff. I have clothes everywhere. I have clothes in my room, clothes in the laundry room, I have clothes in the living room, and it's just way too much. And I know that is due to me just shopping on a whim, shopping online on a whim, going to the store shopping on the whim, and it's just too much. So I really need to practice self-discipline when it comes to shopping and when it comes to my clothing, what I pick out to wear, and kind of stay away from trendy pieces, trendy patterns, and just really stick to this wardrobe that I'm going to create mindfully, and just go from there and see how well it suits me. So here we go. Okay, so let's start with the winter pieces that I have in my closet right now that I pretty much have no intention on ever wearing again. So let's go through them. All right, so this is a short sweater dress that I have worn. I have worn it a few times. I've taken some pictures in it as well that I feel like came out really cute. But as far as wearing it again, I really just don't have any desire to wear it again. Although it is cute, it's just not where I'm trying to go with my style for the future. And it's also not in the color palette that I intended on keeping. I'm not keeping any shades of red. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the for sale pile. This purple jacket, remember I said I was just trying to buy something in every shade. This purple jacket was on super sale online at Fashion Nova when I got it. I do like the fit and the feel, and I do like it, but I've only worn it once. I was supposed to find purple shoes and a purple purse that was going to match this outfit, excuse me, as well, but I never found it. So I'm gonna put this in the sale pile as well. Like I said, I've literally worn this jacket at one time. Now this dress I've worn a couple times. I got it from Forever 21. I even wore it while I was pregnant, and it fit me just fine. But again, it's not in the color palette that I want to keep. So I'm gonna put this in the for sale pile too. This is an H&M dress. I wore this while I was pregnant as well, because it's that stretchy material. So I do appreciate that I was able to continue to wear it through my pregnancy. I've also worn it for pictures. But again, it's not in my color palette that I want to tend to. The baby. I bought this. Green is my favorite color. However, I have never worn this. I tried to style it a couple times. It's not going with what I'm trying to do or what I've ever tried to do. I literally only bought it because it was green. So I got it from Kohl's, and I'm gonna sell it. And this is who you keep hearing in the background. This is my son, Thomas. He is a month old. And I guess he just kind of wanted mommy to hold him. And he wanted to say hi to the camera. So say hi, Thomas. That's him talking. Yeah, you got something to say? Aww. All right, now let's get back to the decluttering of my wardrobe. Okay, so let's go through all of my winter outerwear. It's heavy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now this jacket, to be honest, I'm not sure I want to get rid of. I've worn it a couple times. It's more of like it's a lightweight jacket, so it's really for the days that's not super cold. I like the quilted look and feel of it. It's got a hood. It's the type of material where if it rains, it won't soak through. So I do like this jacket. I know that I'm trying to get rid of the lighter shades of blue. Honestly, I think I'm gonna hold on to this one. We've got the springtime coming up where it doesn't really warm up in Ohio until, oh my gosh, it feels like May these days, middle of May, before we're in the summer weather. So I think that this would be a good versatile piece for the springtime. And since it's a solid color, I feel like I can match it up with other solids, and then it not be too distracting. So I'm gonna put this in my maybe pile. I like to call this my mom coat. I think it's a Calvin Klein. I've had it for years. It is a warm coat. However, I don't really care for the style anymore. There's no like drawstring or anything at the waist to kind of define my waist a little bit more. So it's just one long kind of puffy like coat. I have not worn this in a couple of years, but I keep it in the back of my closet as just a case. But I literally have not worn this in a couple of years. So I am definitely going to put this in the sale pile. I know that it's a few years old, and resale shops typically like to take clothes that are no more than maybe 18 months, maybe to 2 years. So if they decide they don't want it, I'm just gonna Goodwill it or something. Although this is in my neutral color palette, I just don't really care for the coat itself. I don't really have anything that completely matches it, which I guess is not really a big deal, but I don't know. I don't care for the style. I'd rather go with something that is a little bit more not so, I'm a 50-year-old mom coat. A little bit more stylish. in the same color tone would be fine. But I'm not sure, so I'm gonna put this in my maybe pile. Now this is more of a lightweight jacket for the days where it's not super cold. Maybe I'll have on a thicker sweater up underneath. This one cinches at the waist, which I like, but I've rarely ever worn this jacket, and I've never got any accessories that kind of go with it. And at the same time, it's not really the color green that I like. I prefer, like I said, more of a hunter green, a deep forest green, emerald green. This is more of that army green color. That is not really typically the color that I go to when I go for greens, but it is a good rain jacket for any day where it's rainy, it's in the springtime, I've got to run and pick up kids from school or basketball or gymnastics or something. So it is something that could suffice that way. So I'm gonna stick it in my maybe pile. And I got this from Target, as well as the other one I got from Target. Not a jacket, but a blazer. This big bright pink blazer. I'm not really a bright pink girl necessarily, except for maybe like for a special occasion, like it calls to wear bright pink or something. I literally just got this blazer within the past 6 months. I've worn it one time, maybe twice. Maybe I've worn it twice. I've got some thigh-high boots. I've got some pumps that match this purse, or excuse me, this blazer. I don't really have a purse that totally matches, but I do have things to match with it. But I just, on a regular basis, I don't see me wearing this. So I was honestly thinking about wearing this one more time, along with my thigh-high hot pink boots, to like go out in with my man or something, and then literally go ahead and sell it as well. So maybe pile. I got this from Boohoo online. So I got this blazer from H&M. I've probably worn it twice, and I've had it for at least 2 years. So it's just really, I guess maybe I don't really care for the cut. I think at one point in time I was into buying blazers that were a little bit more baggy, but now I want things that are a little bit more fitted per se. And again, it's in that lighter shade of blue that I really hadn't had any intentions on keeping, but since I have it, I feel like it can go with a lot of the colors that I am keeping. So I don't know, I'm gonna put this in my maybe pile because I might find some different ways to style this outfit. So we'll see how it goes. If I don't wear it over the spring, then it's definitely gonna get sold when we circle back around. This is a coat I got from H&M. Man, I probably got this 4, maybe 5 years ago. It's this pink color. I used to have some shoes that were the same color, some boots that I got rid of because I never wore them. And I stopped wearing this. Gosh, I stopped wearing this not too long ago. Originally, I was thinking about keeping this color pink as one of my colors in my color palette. But when I went through my clothes, I realized that I don't have a lot of things this color pink. And then I don't have any shoes this color pink. I don't have a purse this color pink. And so in order for me to accommodate this color pink, I would have to then buy stuff in this shade of pink. So I really think I am going to sell this one. I'm leaning more towards sell than towards keep. So I'm going to put it in the sell pile. Hi, Apollo. My dog, he finally woke up. So I bought this coat literally in November. I bought it for my birthday. I bought it because it's absolutely fabulous. It's got pockets, it's got hoods. I think it's the only fur coat I have that has a hood on. No, actually I have another one with a hood on it, but it's in the color palette I'm keeping. I wore this for my baby shower, and I took some really cool pictures in this coat. I do like this coat a lot. I don't see me wearing it that often, but because I just bought it, although it isn't in the color palette that I want to keep. I think I'm gonna hold on to this coat because I just bought it and I just kind of feel too guilty getting rid of it, considering the fact I just bought it. And it's so warm, it's floor to ceiling, so I really feel like I can wear this like a standout piece when I feel like it, for the time being. So I'm definitely gonna keep, I'm gonna keep this. This is gonna be in my keep pile, not my maybe pile. This jacket I got from a store in the mall. I think it was called Lav 7. Anyway, it was $10. Originally, I bought it for my son because his name is Adonis. So A for Adonis, my 12-year-old son. Well, he's 12 now. And I bought it for us to be able to take family pictures in, which we did take family pictures in, but I ended up wearing it because he said he didn't want to wear it. So like, that's fine, because the outfit I had on was kind of basic. So this kind of made my outfit stand out. However, it is cracking. It's faux leather, obviously, and it's cracking. And I think I only wore it for those pictures. I paid $10 for it, and since the faux leather is already damaged and cracking, I don't see this being able to be resold. So I'm gonna throw it in my, maybe I could take it to Goodwill and let them throw it out if they feel like they want to throw it out, but maybe somebody might find some use for it. I mean, it's in the color blue that I'm keeping, but again, it's falling apart, and I really just don't see me wearing it again due to the fact that it is falling apart. Which reminds me, I'm gonna need to replace and get another varsity type, bomber type navy blue jacket, because it's the only one I have, the only one I've ever had. But I do like the style, but this is going in the donate or throw away pile. All right, so this jacket, I go back and forth trying to decide whether this jacket is mint green or some sort of very light blue. I think it's more of a mint green. Some people think it's blue. Either way, I got this from Target a couple of years ago. I have not worn this. I didn't wear this last winter. I got this in 2020. I didn't wear it last winter. I haven't worn it so far this winter. I really don't see myself wearing it again. So I definitely think it's sellable. I mean, it's a cute jacket and everything. But yeah, it's just, I'm gonna sell it. All right, so I've got a couple of pieces left. Now this, I know you're like, wait a minute, didn't we just see a bright pink coat? You did. You saw a longer one with a hood. So this coat I got, I want to say 2021. I got this coat from Kohl's. It was super on sale and I impulsively bought it. And I literally wore it once. Took some really cool pictures in it. And that was it. I have not worn it again. So why did I think it would make sense for me to buy a longer, big, bright coat like this? No idea. But this is definitely going to get sold. I had an idea of maybe having my daughter hop in it, my youngest daughter hop in it, my 9-year-old, and me hop in my big bright pink coat and take some pictures. So I'll probably do that before I sell it, but definitely getting sold. I'm not going to keep 2 bright pink fuchsia coats. I got this from Target when I was trying to be a little bit more professional with the coats that I had, as far as what to wear to work. It's an extra small, so it actually doesn't quite fit me the way it's supposed to fit me. It's pretty basic. It's boring. Even though, you know, it's supposed to be a work coat, I feel like I could find work coat that fits my personality a little bit more. Again, this is one of those impulsive buys because Target was like, oh, all of our coats are 30% off, which is really nothing. It's really not that much off. But I've had this for about a year and I tend to skip over it when it comes time for me to put on a coat. So I am going to sell this one as well. He said he was just not going to sleep today for me to shoot this video. But all right, so I've gone through the colors I know I'm getting rid of, which were all of my reds, my pinks, my purples. I didn't really have yellows or oranges. I never got around to those colors, and I'm stopping myself before I feel like I need to get those colors as well. So then my next step is to go through the colors that I'm keeping, which are my blacks, my light and dark grays, whites, my creams, beiges, tans, camel color, brown color, and my navy blues, well, my shades of blue, and my greens, and seeing which one of those I didn't wear, I have no intention on wearing, I know I can't fit anymore, and I have no intention on fitting again. Going through those and deciding what I'm going to throw away, donate, sell, and then once I go through those again, I'm going to go back through my maybes and see which out of my maybes I'm actually going to keep. And from there, I am going to go through my closet and see what I'm missing out of my essential items in order to make multiple complete looks from a more limited amount of clothing and a more limited color palette. So I'm going to do that on my next video. So thank you for joining me for my very first video. This has been fun. This has been enlightening. It really feels like therapy going through these clothes and just kind of remembering where I was when I made some of these purchases. So again, thanks for joining me. My name is Shannon with a C, and I will see you next time here. Take care.